I've been following the development of Pizza Tower for about 4 years now. It's been a really interesting experience seeing this game end up where it is today. But during development, there were some levels that were scrapped. These range from being simply joke levels to fully fledged bosses. Today we're going to talk about some of these. I'm not going to be covering the levels that are still in the final game but have had their layout changed, as then I would probably have to cover the entire game. I won't be using the unused levels in the game's files, as those are kind of broken, and most of them crashed the game upon loading. There are also many mechanics which have been changed during development, which makes these levels impossible to complete. So it feels a bit unfair to judge a level if you can't properly play it. Finally, I won't be covering every single unused level. I'll probably return to this topic one day, but telling you all so you don't spam the comments about me not covering Ancient. Anyways, let's get started. Dragon's Lair was supposed to be the level that held the first boss of the game, the Cheese Dragon. I've mentioned this level many times before and have joked about its quality, but in reality, yeah, it's alright I suppose. This level has a constant countdown, with Pizza Face appearing when it reaches 0. However, you have 5 top-end warriors which will tank Pizza Face for you if you get hit. You encounter the Cheese Dragon 3 times, each time having to throw junk at it to deal damage. Instead of hurting you directly, the dragon simply tries to waste your time. This is a really neat mechanic in my opinion. I do think the structure of the bosses in the final game is superior than this time trial way of doing them, but I feel like this could have been a really cool secret. Perhaps with some tweaking, as the weenie mount is way different now than it was here. You would have originally gotten the mount from killing a scrapped enemy called the Camembert Squire? I think that's how you pronounce it. The enemy would have just charged at you, becoming stunned once it hits a wall. The weenie mount would have moved automatically, not letting you turn. It is mounted by hitting a wall. The level design in this level is actually decent considering what the rest of the pre-eggplant levels felt like. Although I am happy the bosses got reworked into what they became today, I honestly do hope this level gets added in some sort of DLC, as the music is way too good to leave unused. I know this level is probably not intended to be in the final game, but I couldn't resist talking about it. This next challenge was a compilation of the 3 levels in the Sage demo: Pizzascape, Ancient Cheese, and Blood Sauce Dungeon. You have a 10-minute timer and they all include an evil Snick.exe chasing you. He isn't much of a nuisance, so you can get rid of him by just using grab. You are given 10,000 points at the beginning of the level, and are unable to earn any more. You slowly lose more and more as you play, or get hit by Snick. It's pretty fun to try and do the S rank, and I wish McPig would include something like this in any potential DLC, as it's really fun. This was a version of Blood Sauce Dungeon which saw you start from the bottom and run to the top. It's way harder and really shitty. Like, I know it's supposed to be harder, but some of this is just not fun. There's a shit ton of outlet spam in this level, which was the case with the original Blood Sauce, but it's pumped up to 100% here. The ice blocks appear here and they suck! They make you slide, and thankfully are gone in the final game. At the end of the level, there's a cheeky brawl with the noise. And guess what? It's ass! The noise gives you a bomb with his face on it, which follows Peppino like a topping. It activates a 1 minute 40-second timer, and you'll have to hit the noise 20 times. Sounds alright, doesn't it? Well, you're wrong. The first 3 phases are alright, although the noises can be a bit of a nuisance. Phase 4 introduces the ice blocks. This makes the fight extremely painful, and I hate it for this edition alone. Phase 5 has the noise throw the bomb, which makes this fight fucking awful. I really want to love this fight, but it's so painful, you guys. The music in this level is really good though. It's so relaxing, I'm glad it's announced. I honestly wish they would have done the same thing with Pizza Scare, and gave this level a complete makeover, as the upward layout feels really unique and could be a cool idea. Could have been a secret along with the cheese dragon. Oh well, glad this version isn't in the game.
Fuck you!
The level that Saloon replaced. Was it deserved? Well, I'll honestly say yes it was. Considering how much I hate Saloon, you'd think I'd love this level. Yeah, no, it's fucking awful. It has tons of gimmicks. I'll try and cover them all, but I'll probably miss some. By the way, I'm playing the Vigilante build for this one, as I refuse to play more of the April 2021 build than I already have. So, the teleported pizza is in this level. It's used as a puzzle in some areas, and I think it's used alright. It can be annoying as shit though. The time gates are here and they damage you when you touch them. Yeah, not a fan. They're worse in this level as they feel way more strict than Saloon. Goblin bots appear here and they make the most annoying escape sequence in an entire game. I fucking hate this escape. It's horrible and it's not fun in the slightest. Also, Mort appears here. He's also only used in like one room, but I wanted to say he feels so different here. He makes you float slowly and his attack feels extremely slow. I really don't care if this level stays unused. Most of its gimmicks are done way better in Golf and Saloon, so there's literally no point. Next level.
But am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Kung Fu is pretty weird. I keep forgetting that it was a level at one point, and the level design is really confusing. Some of this level was reused for Pig City, which is way better than this thing. Let's just cover the gimmicks. Soda ball is used a lot here. It's not really a central gimmick, but it's here. The barrel is also used in a few rooms, and ew! Fuck, this sucks! So you need to run into the barrels to use them, and they move by themselves. If you bump into anything, you need to find a new barrel. These absolutely fucking suck. I'm grateful for the barrels we have now, even if those suck too. I'd say the main gimmick of the level are the enemy gates, where you'll need to kill all the enemies in a room to progress.
Is there like a pacifist route on this as well? Tell me there is.
Sorry, Bijou Mike. No pacifist run for you. This gimmick does slow down the levels a fair bit, but could work with a new focus on combos. The main enemies in this level are the shrimp tugs. They act the same as in the final game, except because of the heat meter, they're fucking awful to deal with. Mr. Carr is also here. Again, don't care that this level is unused, as we aren't missing much, as most of it is in Pig City. I couldn't come up with anything funny for Mansion, so here's a little advert. Yeah, this is pretty unscripted, so I have a Discord server now. Please join, please join. I made it recently, as in only yesterday as of recording this. We're gonna have game nights and it's fun. Please, please, please join, please. I beg you, please. This level was changed so much during development. I have no idea where to start with it. I could do an entire video just for Mansion, but for this video I'll only cover the April 2021 version. So this one is a pain to finish, even without going for an S rank. It mainly uses the grind rails, which feel different here. Might be because they're not used often in the final game, but they feel way worse in this level. The Knight is also used here, and it's slow glory. When used, you don't grind on the rails. The clown transformation was supposed to be introduced here. Guess what? I hate it. It's in a secret room in the final game, and it even feels janky there. I can't really describe how it feels well, as it's just really fucking weird. It moves you automatically and bounces you back when you move into a wall. Although sometimes I feel like it just doesn't for some reason, and then other times it just doesn't fucking work. The Bizantos are here and they're used uniquely. They're usually put into puzzles, and I think it's alright. Could have been worse, I suppose. Overall, glad this version was scrapped, but it seems like later versions would have been way more unique.
All right, we're gonna do it once more. And this time, no mistakes! 1, 2, 3, 4!
And finally, the worst of them all. Top. It's only found in the game's files in a very broken state. But I had to make an exception for this one as I felt you all would dogpile on me if I didn't mention it. This was supposed to be the final level of the game, and was set before Pizza Face. It was possibly scrapped before Eggplant as there's no priests here. It's really empty and it's not tiled at all. And there weren't any backgrounds made for it either. It features almost all the enemies in the game, and it has a ton of gimmicks from earlier in the game. It's way too difficult in my opinion, to be fair. It just isn't very fun, and there's a lot of areas which just don't work. One of these is the area with the big cheese, which was supposed to troll you, but I guess the angle was changed. And there's another one where you're supposed to eat a pepper pizza. I'm so glad that this level was scrapped. It's not even funny how glad I am. Although it does feature an enemy of fake Pepino, which would have chased you through a section. Still pretty shit. That's all the time we have for today. It's pretty cool to see how the layout of the game change, and I feel like the development of this game is awesome to look at. I probably will return to this topic at a later point, but I'm not sure. Anyways, next video, probably an update video or something, I don't know. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!